Welcome to the letter F. Einstein is moving to the spelling igloo because we are doing phonics and spelling. Sing the alphabet song A to Z and follow along with your finger on the board. All the children do it together as a class. Once you finish the alphabet, you're going to go back and find the letter F for this week. F is blue. That means it belongs to the consonant group. On our poster, you can immediately see that there is only one sound for the letter F, and it is easy to learn. Let's move to our multisensory movements to help children remember. Look at the right. You'll find the boy who makes as if he is jumping like a frog. The letter F says F for frog. The letter F says F. Let's go back to our phonics board and start building. Put down your F at the bottom of your board and the sound F on top of the letter F. Let's recap. A says A in a closed syllable. B says B. C says K. But if it's followed by EIY, it says S. D says D. E says E in a closed syllable. F says F. It is very helpful if children do this exercise with the moves we taught them for each of these letters. Just be careful with the C. They will make as if they are jumping like a cat because it is borrowing the K sound from another letter. So the picture on the sound tile will not correlate with the move they are doing. And it is correct. So just practice it so that they know exactly what sound they hear. Build or write the word fat. What do you hear? Clap it out on the arm. F-A-T. Let's build our sound tiles. A. Children must be able to do both these tiles independently. The teacher can guide. T. Now convert the sounds into letters. We can all see that we have a short A vowel sound. That's why it's a closed syllable. Let's start writing. F, A, and T. You can let children do it in silence. You don't need to say out loud F-A-T. They can just convert the sound to the letter and build it on their boards. Just a reminder, if you ask children to write a word, they must understand the meaning of the word. You can show a picture, give them a sentence, or translate it back to their home language if they are uncertain about the meaning of the word. There's no sense in teaching words if they do not know the meaning, because they will never ever remember it. And we need to also develop vocabulary as we move through the phonics program. Let's have a look at our sound poster. You will find it in the second part of our spelling book. If you hear the sound F and you need to write a word, you have three options. not only the F. The first option is the single F, then the double F, and then the PH. The PH we will deal with later on, and you can know it's only a specific group of words that children need to study to know how to write them. That is a memory game. For the F and the double F, you need to understand the floss rule that I am going to explain to you right now. Let's read the floss rule together. If a one-syllable word has only one vowel and ends in F, L, S, or Z, double the final letter. Remember, every syllable needs a vowel. So if there's only one vowel in a word, you only have a one-syllable word. But if the last letter in the word is the F, L, S, or Z, you need to write two of the same consonant. We are doing the F in this lesson, and we're going to tell you everything you need to know about the F at the end of a one-syllable word. You will see there's a green block on the right. There's of, if, chef. These words are the naughty monkeys. The first of, the if, and the chef. Because you do not double the F, although the word is a one-syllable word with a short red vowel. So they are the exceptions. Children need to study and memorize it. You can also see we have the of and the off. I will explain the difference between the two in the next slide. For now, if you go back to the left side, we always write the single F if you hear at the end of the word. If it is after anything else than a short red vowel. So if I want to write leave, where we use the vowel team, it will be the single F. But in grade 1, we do all the short red vowel words. So if I have a short red vowel like buff, cuff, cliff, I need to know my floss rule to know I need to double the F at the end of these words. The difference between off with two Fs and off with one F, if there's movement, you use the double F. If there's no movement, you use the single F. Let's explain it by a sentence. The boy jumps off the table. You can see there's movement. In Afrikaans, the word will be af. Hy spring van die tafel af. The second of with one F, please give me a piece of your cake. In Afrikaans, gee vir my 'n stukkie van jou koek. Van. So just remember, if there's movement, you double the F. If there's no movement, single F. Let's practice one more word for writing, and that is one of our exception words. I want you to write if. So if you want to lead the children, you can ask them to place the naughty monkey on the board to remind them that this word is an exception. It's not sticking to the general rule of spelling. So if We haven't done the E sound yet, so teachers will guide the E and children will write F. Now I ask them, let's clap it out. E, F. I'm going to tell you that the E is a short red vowel sound. So that means, according to the floss rule, we need to double the F. But I showed you that if is an exception and we do not double the F. So let me help you with the E, and the teacher will place the I underneath the E. Now all of you, which F are you going to use? The single one or the double one? Remember, it's an exception. All of them need to build the single F. So this is how we train an exception so that it becomes something they can see and remember. Now we're going to read words with the letter F. The teacher builds the word cliff and children copy it on their own boards. Just show them where the double F is. The double F is underneath the O. All the floss rule consonants are under the alphabet A to Z. You will find the double F, double L, double S, double Z. So now the children are going to convert the letters into sounds. We can see that the red vowel is a closed syllable, that it will have the short sound. And we can clap it out. I am going to lead letter number 2 and 3 because I haven't done that yet. So if children need to start clapping the letter C, you need to ask them, which sound of the C are we going to use? The K or the S sound? They must tell you we are going to use the K sound because there is no E or I or Y after the C. So they will all pick up the K. You're going to help them with L, A, and they need to build F. Just a reminder, you don't say F. Although you use the double F, you only say one sound, F. And now we can clap it on our arm. K. On the shoulder. L, you can clap in the upper arm, in the middle between the shoulder and the elbow, because we need more space. And then A on the elbow. And once you clap F on the wrist, you can ask them to put down 2 fingers on the wrist to remind them that we use the double consonant. Reading is usually not a problem with the letter F. Writing is difficult because the children need to know when to use the single F and when to use the double F at the end of a word. Let's read another word. I write it on the board and the children copy it. They must be able to convert all 3 letters to the sounds. Remember, they can immediately see that it is a closed syllable, so they need to show you the closed syllable type, and then they know that they are dealing with the short vowel sound, E. So let's start. E, D. Now they clap it on their arm. F, E, D, fed. Remember to always tell them the meaning of the word. Let's recap. They need to know the name of the letter F, the move jumping like a frog, and the sound F. It's very important that they understand the floss rule. They must recognize the F letter in written text, and they must be able to read the reading card fluently and independently. They must also practice letter forming of the capital and the lowercase letter and do their keyboard exercise on the Friday.